Welcome back, it's Nine, and today I have a pretty big video for you guys. We are going to be talking about Sony hiring for mergers and acquisitions director, Gran Turismo 7 going from PS5 exclusive to cross-gen, Pixel Opus having a new game in production for the PS5. We'll be talking about Elden Ring, getting a possible reveal on June 10th. We'll be talking about Team Asobi finally joining PlayStation Studios and being its own thing, where we will likely see Astrobot and more. And lastly, we'll be talking about Kojima tweeting out something that could be a hint. Now, before we get into that, if you have not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get notified about all my upcoming videos, and hit the like button. It helps the channel a ton. Now, let's get started with this Sony hiring for mergers and acquisitions director. This comes from PlayStationUniverse.com or PSU.com, and this is from a LinkedIn profile. The blurb says, "The global people operations team strives to help ensures efficient and simple people processes, systems, policies, and programs. We deliver data that is useful and accurate to build people-related strategies across the business. We build project management capability across our function. This individual will work closely with the corporate development and finance teams, mergers and acquisitions, HR business partners, employment law team, and cross-functional HR teams to lead a wide variety of operational projects, processes, systems, and cases as a part of the people integration process. And finally, the ideal candidate is highly motivated with a positive demeanor and exhibits patience, teamwork, critical thinking, and problem solving." So people are speculating that this could mean that Sony is looking to acquire some more studios and basically make PlayStation bigger than ever and PlayStation Studios as broad as ever. And there's not much else to add in here. I mean, we could speculate all day. I think this is probably going to be related to Bluepoint Games and as well with Housemarque, more than likely. Could be other stuff as well, but that's my 2 cents on it. On to our next topic, and this is all about Gran Turismo 7 coming from WCCF Tech, titled "Gran Turismo 7 reportedly only made cross-gen recently. God of War and Horizon always were." Now, God of War Horizon being cross-gen always doesn't surprise me necessarily, but hearing this is very interesting. And this is originally from Video Games Chronicles' Andy Robinson, and he has delivered plenty of accurate insider info in the past. The decision to make Gran Turismo 7 a cross-gen game was only made relatively recently, according to him. Now, the exact quote is, "Gran Turismo 7, after all, was outright advertised as a PS5 exclusive in December. Although, to be fair to Sony, I understand the decision to release a PS4 version was made only fairly recently for Horizon Forbidden West and God of War. However, these games were always intended to release as cross-gen titles, I was told. But Sony did not mention the last-gen console during the announcement of either title." So it's very interesting to hear this. Now, it doesn't surprise me that they decided to go back to the drawing board with Gran Turismo 7 and say, hey, this is going to be a cross-gen title. I kind of hope that they wouldn't do this kind of thing, because as somebody who, worked their hardest to get a hold of a PS5, and I understand it's very difficult to get a hold of one, it was exciting to hear that you would get these games that were PS5 only. And I can't lie, it's a little bit of a discouragement, being that I could have played these on my PS4. Mind you, they'll run a lot better on the PS5. You'll get so many more advantages on the PS5, but that's not to say that you can't still feel a type of way about it, especially when it was advertised as we are moving forward with next-gen experiences, etc., etc. Again, I'm not angry about this. I just feel like I wish they would have been a little more transparent about it. Mind you, they didn't say we would never put Gran Turismo 7 on PS4, but when you say PS5 exclusive, it's kind of implied in a sense. At least that's the way I took it. But hey, could just be me. On to our next topic, and this is all about Pixel Opus. If you guys remember Concrete Genie, they are making a new game, according to this job posting, says principal graphics programmer. And a small blurb from it says, "Pixel Opus, creator of award-winning Concrete Genie, is seeking outstanding talent to join our passionate and creative family in crafting an exciting new PlayStation 5 title." It says PlayStation 5 and Unreal 5 game engine. So this is going to be a PS5 exclusive, is my assumption. Being that it's an early job posting and they're probably pretty far from release, I would hope that this is not going to be yet another cross-gen game. I doubt it is. I think that it is going to be PS5 only, given the job posting itself does not mention cross-gen or PS4. So I'd love to see what this team can do. I'm glad they're getting another crack at another game. I feel like they have a lot of talent. Unreal Engine 5 will be used as well, which is a fantastic engine. I'm hearing really good things about it, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they create. But again, not much else to add on top of this. Not going to waste your guys' time. Now, on to our next topic, and this comes from PSU.com, and it's titled, Sources Point to Elden Ring Appearing at Summer Games Fest Kickoff Live Event on June 10th, and it says, Jeff Grubb has said on his recent Game Mess show that Elden Ring will be presented at Jeff Keighley's Summer Game Fest in trailer form. Keighley has it, he says, were Grubb's exact words on the topic. And so June 10th is the day. We'll see what happens. I don't expect anything. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. It likely will happen here. I mean, it's a long overdue, but I feel like, and this is not a criticism towards Jeff Grubb. You know, I use him as a source a lot of the times. I feel like he's been accurate very, very many times. You know, there's been times he's not been accurate, and that's okay. He can't be right 100% of the time. And he's kind of flip-flopped on Elden Ring. I feel like some days he's like, hey, it's happening in March, April, like he said. Or then he's saying it's going to happen in the summer. Or it's not happening in the summer. And now, again, it's happening in the summer. So it's kind of like, well, make up your mind, right? Like, which way is this really going? And I know sources can kind of lead you astray depending on what people are saying. And that's really what it is. He's not in the development team. He's going based off of his sources. So it'd be exciting. I hope it does get a reveal. But honestly, I'm at the point with Elden Ring is, like, just show it already, man. We've been waiting way too long. Just show us. Enough is enough. Just show us what you got going on. But that's all I have to say about that. Now, on to our next topic, and this is all about Team Asobi. This comes from PlayStation Blog, and it's titled, Introducing Team Asobi, Creators of the Astrobot Series. And I'm not going to read this entire article for you guys. I'm just going to tell you, hey, Team Asobi is now a part of PlayStation Studios. And guess what? We are going to get a game from them. And I think after the response and reaction of Astrobot, people are really excited about this, and I'm so glad to see that they are going to make some games based off of this because I really enjoyed the experience with the PS5. Showed off the DualSense features, and also it was a fun game. It was a nice 4-hour experience to platinum the game. I think it was like 4 hours or something like that. It was fun. I enjoyed it. It was free. You know, I imagine that this next game is not going to be free, which is perfectly fine. I would love to see a full game experience there as well, so I'm looking forward to it. I really am. Now, on to our last topic. And this is an interesting one. This is going to be a bit of speculation, guys. We're going to be honest here. There's always going to be a little bit of speculation with stuff like this. So Hideo Kojima tweeted out the Hermen Hulst Q&A and what's next for PlayStation Studios. If you guys remember when we talked about it yesterday, he was literally mentioned by name verbatim in this interview, right? About being a part of PlayStation Studios. And so people are speculating that, hey, could this be something that we're not maybe knowing about? Like, I mean, there's been a lot of talks about him doing something with Xbox, but then maybe this is a hint towards working with PlayStation still, as his name dropped there. And on top of that, he is, you know, a big staple in PlayStation history, right? With Metal Gear Solid 1 being the beginning of it all. And he's been along the road since the beginning. So maybe he is still working on something there, or maybe this is just him showing his support and sending out a tweet about an interview. And that's really what it could be. It could just be that. So I'd like to think that hopefully, maybe, if we're lucky, he's still doing a game for PlayStation. But there are chances that that may not be happening. But we won't know until there's an official announcement. So at the end of the day, we're just going to be sitting here speculating what that could mean. I wouldn't put too much faith in this itself. This probably is just him showing his support. I don't think this is some major news or anything like that, so definitely don't take it that way. But that's all I have for you guys in today's video. I'd love to hear from you. What do you think of all this stuff that we're hearing now? We're talking about mergers and acquisitions director. What could that mean? Gran Turismo going cross-gen after it was allegedly only PS5. And also, kind of, when I say allegedly, I mean, we could argue that it was announced as a PS5 exclusive because that is what they did. Now, take it as you will. How do you feel about that is what I want to hear. Also, what do you think of Pixelopus making a new game for the PS5 exclusively? Do you think we're actually going to see Elden Ring June 10th? How do you feel about Team Asobi and them working on a new Astrobot series, joining PlayStation Studios? And lastly, do you think there's anything to this Kojima tweet, sending out that PlayStation blog post? Let me know in the comments. And as always, if you have not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get notified about all my upcoming videos, and hit the like button. It helps the channel a ton. You can follow me on Twitter and Twitch. Links will be in the description. And share this video with a friend. I will talk to you all on the next one. Take care.